In this Grow A Garden video, we're going to be attempting to get every single mutation on an orange tulip, which this has been very highly requested by a lot of you guys, so let's go ahead and do it. Now, I do want to point out that this video is being pre-recorded on August 27th and going to be uploaded probably on September 4th, which means if there's any new mutations that actually come out this weekend, like if the Pooper Scooper mutation releases or something like that, I won't be getting it in this video, but I'll be getting it after this video and the next videos. I'm just out of town right now, bro. I can't teleport back and re-record this, okay? Anyways, you might notice that my queen bee's already going and my butterfly, and we just got the chakra mutation applied to a beanstalk, and we have a golden egg with fortune already spawned in, and that's because I started recording this video and then I accidentally picked up my orange tulip right before it got rainbow. So I'm kind of just restarting, but we have a couple of the things done already. So yeah, we have a fortune egg, we have a chakra beanstalk, and we have our queen bee and butterfly on their cooldowns already. But we're gonna go ahead and take it from the top though from there, and we're gonna start by spawning in some mooncats. I would use the green bean pet this time around, but the tulips grow so fast that I don't think it's worth it. So our plan of action is just to spawn in some mooncats, let them group up, and wherever the biggest group of mooncats is, we're gonna go ahead and throw down all of our sprinklers in there, and then we are going to spam some tulips and see if we get a pretty big tulip to grow in. Now, I don't know the huge chance for the tulips. I expect it to be very tiny, but hopefully we can at least get a decent sized one. All right, so once our mooncats group up here and sleep, we're going to plant some tulips, and then we will get some mutation sprays on there so we can get ready to get the rainbow mutation. We still have about 15 minutes. I would have already been past all of this, but I teleported, I hit the garden button. Right when I did, I accidentally pressed E. I don't know why, because I'm stupid. Don't mind me. Anyways, we got a bunch of mooncats right here, so I think right here is our spot. I'm gonna go ahead and place down our Grandmaster, Master, Godly, Advanced, Basic, and a Flower Froster Sprinkler. And we're gonna go ahead and plant some tulips to see if we can get a big tulip to grow in. Bro, we got all the tiniest tulips ever. That was stupid. That was dumb. Is there any more in the shop? No. Bruh, that was ridiculous. All right, hold on. Let me gift myself some more on my main account, I guess, because that did not really work for us, did it? All right, well, I'm going to just try and place some around here again. I'll put one here, one over here. Let's do a couple in this group of mooncats. See if we get a big one. No. Of course, the one big one I had is when I decided to accidentally pick it up because I'm very stupid and dumb, bro. And then this doesn't restock ever. I'm going to keep gifting myself. I hope we can get a big one before our butterfly is done. I got to gift myself some more sprinklers, too. This just ruined my day. I should have never picked up that original one I had. All right, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is, since this guy is going to cool down our butterfly anyways, I'm going to pick up our butterfly real quick, spawn in an extra mooncat, see if these guys will group up together. I'm going to try and stock myself up to about 20 orange tulips again, and then we'll go from there, and hopefully we get a decent sized one. I'm going to just keep gifting myself in the meantime, and then we'll get our butterfly back in, and then we should be good to get rainbow. I got to just be a little bit quick, but I think we can do it. I think we'll be fine. We'll recover from our mistakes in life. All right. It looks like we have a couple of them grouping up right here. Oh, it's only like 2 of them. Dang. It's not a good... all right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm throwing all my sprinklers down, and I'm gonna throw some tulips down. Give us a big one, please. Bro, nothing? Actually, nothing out of all those? What? This is insane, bro. I had one grow in the first try when I did this, and now nothing. Literally nothing. I guess we'll go with this one. It's not that great, but it could just be visually not big. You know, maybe it's as big as a tulip wants to grow, you know? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all these other tulips then. Well, that's gonna be our tulip then. It's a little weak compared to what we used to have in life, but you know what? Sometimes we can't look back. We gotta just keep looking forward, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and travel this over here. Let's go ahead and respawn our butterfly, and let's go ahead and get our sprays back put onto this. So it does have frozen, and it does have silver. Oh, actually, it doesn't have silver on it, but it does have frozen, so that's one mutation on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put pollinated on it. Shocked, chocolate. We'll do I'll save that chilled actually, and then we'll do our honey sprinkler. There we go. That's 5 mutations, and then we can go ahead and give a toy to our queen bee here, who will now cool down our butterfly, and our butterfly will convert this little tulip here to rainbow. Oh, it's favorited. It's favorited. It's
no! God, please, no! No!
Please still do it. Please still do it, butterfly. Bro, nothing is going good today for me. I pick it up. I have the tulip favorited. I pick up the first tulip. I lose it. The second tulip is favorited. And now I gotta wait another 15 minutes to get rainbow. I'm really sad right now. I'm really, really sad. So this time for real, the queen bee is now going to cool down our butterfly and take these 5 mutations on our orange tulip and convert them to rainbow. I'm going to stand back, make sure I don't press my E key again. And there we go. The butterfly is doing its thing and it's applying rainbow to our tulip. And there we go. Our orange tulip is now rainbow. So I can pick these guys up. We can favorite the tulip and we are good to go. We are finally on our way to getting mutations done on this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get some sprays done. Let's go ahead and get shock done. Let's get chocolate done and pollen. We're going to go ahead and apply the honey glaze sprinkler as well, so we can get honey glaze put back onto there. And then on our main account, we're going to go ahead and spray the verdant spray onto it, and we're going to go ahead and spray the cloud touch spray onto it. And our main account already applied chakra to one of our beanstalks. I think actually 2 of our beanstalks, but we have chakra ready, so we are good with the kitsune, and we're going to go ahead and leave on our main account. So now we are good to go. We have these mutations done on here, about 7 of them. We're not going to do burnt or fried because we are going to get ceramic, so that will go away. And then we don't have bloom currently. We don't have the spray for that, but we're going to get bloom done shortly with our Spriggan. But we are set up for now. Let's go ahead and start going down the list of our pets here. So first, we're going to start with the pterodactyl. That is not a pterodactyl, but I guess we can spawn in our Krupp Kitsune because he was going to be next. So we're going to do the Krupp Kitsune. We're going to spawn in pterodactyls. We get tempestuous Krupp Kitsune, so we can get Krupp Chakra. We're going to go ahead and spawn in our peach wasps so we can get the plasma mutation done. And we're going to also spawn in our lemon lion so we can get the brain rot mutation done. These are all guaranteed mutations, so that will be pretty easy. And with that, we're going to go ahead and spawn in 4 disco bees so we can go ahead and get disco out of the way. Actually, hold on. Before we do the 4 disco bees, let's go ahead and pick these guys up. And let's actually get the sandy mutation done before we do that, because we have 3 jackalopes, and this one is usually pretty quick since they have really fast cooldowns. And this should be good. We'll get pretty much all of our guaranteed mutations done, and just like we've been doing, we'll get these ones out of the way, and then we'll do our mutations that usually take a while, and we'll AFK those ones for a bit. But this is a pretty good setup. We do have an extra pet slot, so let's see. Is there any other pets that'll give us a guaranteed mutation? We already did the golden goose. We could do the Raiju. Let's get the Raiju going, actually. I almost forgot about this little guy here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and apply the shocked spray. Oh, now there's a bunch of orange tulips in stock. I'm going to stock up on those just in case anything happens again. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get a carrot seed down here. We're going to put this like right here. Shock spray. Boom on the carrot. So the Raiju will eat this, apply static, and that'll be another guaranteed mutation done and out of the way. And hopefully these jackalopes don't apply sandy to it, but if they do, we'll just move that back over. Oh, of course, dude. Of course. I knew he was going to apply sandy to this carrot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and favorite this one for now. Let's go ahead and put a different carrot down, and then we'll put the shock spray on this one because, of course, the jackalopes are like, oh, this one you're gonna eat. I put on that one. All right, there we go. That one's favorited now, so he won't touch that, and he'll only eat that one. All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and pick up these jackalopes. They are done. They can stop squeaking in my ears now, and let's go ahead and move on and get the disco bees going now. Anyways, let's go ahead and wait a little bit, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, our lemon lion is now going to apply the brain rot mutation to something. Hopefully, it doesn't do it to this carrot, bro. Please don't do it to that carrot. That'd be so goofy and goofed. Actually, I mean, not that carrot. I meant this one. But anyways, he's good. The brain rot lemon lion is done. We can go ahead and pick him up. And let's see. So our pterodactyl will be done in the next 2 minutes. We get tempestuous done. And also our Raiju should be done in a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and just boost the Raiju to speed it up a little bit so we can get that static one out of the way and get another pet in here. And cool. And then our disco bees still have a couple minutes here. I'm going to boost them just a little bit. But I guess in the meantime, I did get some pets ready in my hotbar here that we could use to try and get some quick ones done. But I'm going to see, is there any other ones we can get done that are a little bit faster? Let's do the spaghetti sloth because he does take a while. Actually, you know what? Before I get this spaghetti sloth going, I'm going to actually swap him out for another disco bee for now. And that way we can get a little bit more of a chance to get disco done. And then we will swap all these guys out for the chicken zombie so we get zombified done. And then we'll start with those guys. That way we can save a little bit more time again. So our pterodactyl's about done. I guess it's a good time to boost these disco bees so they can get ready. Let's see. The only one that doesn't need a boost right now is Biscuit, so we can boost all the other ones. So that's Biscuit there. I'm going to boost you, Zeffy. I'm going to boost Zaza and Jaja or Jaya. There we go. These guys are all boosted under 4 minutes now. All right. Give us Tempestuous. Get that one done and out of the way. So let's see. Tempestuous, please. Bro, what? Bro, what? He didn't do it again. You're goofing off. Why are you goofing off right now? All right. Well, that's fine. Our Raiju will come in clutch. I mean, he's guaranteed, so we'll get that one done. Also, I'm going to go ahead and trowel this golden egg over here by our beanstalks, and then I'm also going to trowel this sandy carrot over here, and we're going to set up a little buffet platter for our Spinosauruses to eat and apply to Tulip when they're ready. All right, Raiju is good to go. He's going to go eat that carrot now and apply static to a bunch of stuff. All right, we got static on some beanstalks. That works. And I also got on our golden egg and our carrot over there. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks for all your static. All right, you're good to go. You're out of the way now. Now we can go ahead and get that spaghetti sloth going to get aromatic pasta sauce and meatball. But we are doing good. We've made some good progress, and this orange tulip is going to look beautiful with all the mutations done shortly. All right, let's see if our first disco bee gives us disco, gets it done and out of the way. That'd be nice, right? That'd be nice. Oh, look at that. First one. Beanstalk is applied. Or what am I saying? I can't speak. Anyways, our disco bee applied disco to this beanstalk. So disco is out of the way. Our spinos will take care of that and move it to our orange tulip. So I'm going to go ahead and move all these guys. Kind of wasted the rest of their boosts, but that's fine. They're fine. But anyways, I'm going to replace those disco bees now with the chicken zombies. These guys have even a higher chance than the disco bees to give us zombified. So once these guys are done, we'll get zombified applied and we'll be going. We'll be good. And then we can get ready for our ultimate AFK extravaganza fun AFK grind AFK. All right, so our corrupt kitsune here is about to give us corrupt chakra. I'm also going to spawn in some more carrot seeds from our pterodactyl because I think a lot of stuff has windstruck on it now. There we go. All right, so all right, we got corrupt chakra on everything, and we even got it on our orange tulip directly, so that helps us out there. So our corrupt kitsune is done. Let's go ahead and get this pterodactyl to hopefully give us tempestuous now. Seems to be easier to get it on a carrot than it is the beanstalk, so let's see. Okay, we got it on a carrot and we got it on a beanstalk, so that works. I guess I'll go ahead and pick up these carrots then, since we got corrupt chakra on that, and then we got tempestuous on one of these beanstalks. Perfect. So pterodactyl is done as well, and our corrupt kitsune is done, and then our peach wasp is about to apply the plasma mutation. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out that pterodactyl and that corrupt kitsune for my tranquil scarlet and my corrupt scarlet, so we can get the tranquil and corrupt mutations ready. So now our peach wasp should go ahead and apply the plasma mutation to something for us. He's going up there. Look at him go. He looks beautiful. He's going to heaven now. He's stuck. Okay, there we go. We got plasma done on a beanstalk. So perfect. That is good to go. Thank you, peach wasp, for your help with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up. And you know what? I'm actually gonna wait for a second to do the tranquil and scarlet macaw. Wait, sorry, what am I saying, bro? I'm gonna wait a second to do the tranquil and the corrupt scarlets. Actually, I know I just placed them down, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up for a second, because what I'm gonna go ahead and do to get out of the way and get this done is I'm going to go ahead and spawn in an advanced sprinkler right here, and then we're going to spawn in our mandrakes. We have 3 of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and place some mandrakes here. We're going to try to get the rot mutation done, and let's go ahead and try and get the rot mutation done out of the way, and then we're also going to try and get the warp mutation done out of the way with the apple gazelle. So all right, give me rot. Give me rot. I thought that was rot for a second. Give me rot. There's no rot. All right, come on, give me rot. Come on, I need to get some more mandrake seeds, dude. These things go fast when you're trying to get rot mutation. Still nothing? Come on. All right, I'm gonna have to boost these guys again. Oh, no, we don't, because we got rot applied to a beanstalk. All right, perfect. So one of these beanstalks are now rotting. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these mandrakes here. All right, so rot is done. Now we're gonna go ahead and spawn in some sugar apples here. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in an apple gazelle pet here, so we get warp done. And then all I'm gonna do to speed this up is grow all with my main account. All right, there we go. Hey, where's my apples? All right, let me do it one more time so all the apples actually... Oh, there they go. I thought it was just lagging. All right, so apple gazelle's here. Let's see if we get warped. I'm gonna carefully pick these up. All right, there we go. Warped has spread to a sugar apple, so we are good. Now we can go ahead and travel this over here since that's done, so we can get our tempestuous sandy static moved over with that warped apple and our fortune, and we can go ahead and reclaim the rest of these. All right, so now that those guys are done and out of the way, now we can go ahead and pick this guy up, and we can go ahead and... Oh, our spaghetti sloth is also going to... Bro, this guy loves carrots. You look at all these awesome plants. He's like, oh, the carrot is so yummy. I love carrots, man. I just love carrots. But anyways, that's fine. He is going to give us meatballs, so now we just need sauce, pasta, and aromatic from him. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and respawn our tranquil scarlet here, our corrupt scarlet as well, and then I guess since we have another slot, we can go ahead and get our junk bot started. Should be good. I feel like I'm missing someone though. I might be missing one pet, but I'll go through and take a look while I wait for these chicken zombies to be ready. All right, so the one pet I was forgetting about was the Spriggan, and then I guess also the Kappa, because this guy eventually can give us bloodlet if we AFK for a bit with some carrots. That's that, but once these chicken zombies are done, we're going to focus on the Griffin, Gnome, Lobster, and Spriggan. AFK with those guys, and hopefully we get those done while I'm gone. And then when we come back, we could do our Spinos with some Kappas, and that way we can end it off and get everything to the orange tulip. And look at that, the first chicken zombie applied zombified to beanstalk, so we're actually done. I mean, that was pretty easy. It is a 20% chance with the boost. So I go ahead and pick up these chicken zombies now, and we can get ready for our first AFK session, I guess, if you want to call it that. Sure. So let's go ahead and get our Griffin. This guy will give us Cyclonic, and then that'll mix with Tempestuous to give us Maelstrom. So there we go. We're also going to spawn in this Gnome to give us the Gnomed mutation. We'll spawn in one Lobster for now to try and give us Molten and Meteoric, and then we're also going to spawn in our Spriggan to attempt to give us the Blue mutation. And then when we're back, we can go ahead and add in another Lobster, and then we can add in our 2 Kappas to try and give us the Bloodlet mutation, and then increase our chances with Meteoric and Molten if our other Lobster has a hard time applying those. And then we'll also get some Spinos in there to start moving everything over that we have, and then throwing it onto this Orange Tulip, and then we should be set. So, oh, look at that. We also just got Acid Rain, so we'll see if we get Acidic. That'll be another mutation we can get added on, which would be nice. This one is a little bit difficult to get on something, but we'll see if this weather applies it to one of our carrots or one of our beanstalks, or even the Orange Tulip directly would be nice. But I'll take a look in just a second, but we're gonna get ready to AFK, and I will come back and see if we got Acidic on anything, and we should be good. But yeah, hopefully we can also get maybe like an Aurora event. And okay, our Tanning Mirror is actually good, so we'll be able to get Paradisal done, and then we have our Starcrawler in range. We do have a nighttime event starting in about 40 minutes, so while I'm AFK, that will apply Moonlit to something, and maybe we'll get Celestial done as well. But we're gonna go ahead and AFK now, and we'll be back in just a bit, and hopefully we can get like the Junkbot done, or one of these guys done while we're AFK for a couple minutes, so then we can come back and throw in another Lobster or a Kappa, so we can try and get Bloodlet done. A Kappa would be preferable right now, but that should help. I will be right back, and yeah, enjoy a time lapse. All right, so I was just AFK for like 2 hours while I took my cat to the vet and let these mutations get on stuff. So let's go ahead and do a quick check and see what we got in here. All right, so first off, I noticed on our Orange Tulip, we did get Cyclonic on it, which is nice. We also got Pasta done, and we already had Meatball, so that's another one done. We also have Cyclonic on this one, and Bloom. Since we have so many Cyclonics done, I can go ahead and pick up our Griffin. He is done. We don't need him anymore. And then we can go ahead and also pick up our Spriggan because we have Bloom, and that's done and out of the way. But let's go ahead and check our Spaghetti Sloth mutations as well here. So I know we had Meatball done, but we had Sauce. Okay, and then I think, didn't we have Pasta done over here? Yeah, Pasta, and then Meatball and Sauce. So Spaghetti is pretty much done. It just needs to be moved over, but we'll have to see if any of these plants had Aromatic added on to any of them here. So let's go ahead and look up here. Lots of Moonlit, and we got Oil done. So Junkbot seems to be done with his mutation, which is perfect. So we can go ahead and pick up the Junkbot there. I'm not seeing any Aromatic, Corrupt, or Tranquil. So it's usually the mutation shard ones that take forever anyways, but it looks like they're going to take forever again. And I'm also not seeing Gnomed anywhere. So yeah, it looks like we still need a couple of these mutations to get done. Oh, and we also did not get Molten or Meteor. We didn't get either of them. So to help out our Lobster, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in another Lobster. And I guess I thought I spawned in a Kappa, but I did not. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Kappa in here to try and help us get the Bloodlet mutation done while we AFK some more. And then I'm going to go ahead and spawn in my Mega Spinosaurus here. Let's go ahead and do the... There we go. Yeah, this one's almost age 100. So he can actually eat 7.8 fruits or 7.8 mutations at a time and apply them, so he will get a lot of these moving along and dented. So made some good progress, but we're not done yet. We still need to get Bloodlet, Meteoric, Molten, Gnomed, Corrupt, and Tranquil. So we still have, oh, and Aromatic. So we still have quite a lot of mutations to get. We only seem to get 2 of them done while we're AFK, but that's fine. We're going to AFK a little bit longer, and hopefully we get the other ones done. All right, so just a quick break from being AFK, but we just literally got Meteoric applied to one of our beanstalks here. So, oh, and it looks like we got Gnome done as well. So we have Meteoric and we have Gnomed on this beanstalk, and we also have gotten Bloodlet on the Tulip directly, and we also have gotten Bloodlet on a bunch of these carrots. So we are good with Bloodlet. We can go ahead and pick up this Kappa, and we can go ahead and pick up the Gnome because we got Gnomed, and then let's see what else we have gotten. Did we get Tranquil or Corrupt? Oh, and we got Molten up here on this one. Okay, so that means our Lobsters are done. We can go ahead and pick up these Lobsters here, which is perfect, and it just looks like we still need Aromatic and Tranquil and Corrupt, but I'm just taking a double look through all of this just to make sure we did not get Tranquil or Corrupt. I would probably see the effects, and I don't see them anywhere. But besides that, all of our other pets seem to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn in the rest of my Spinos here so they can just start whipping through and getting all of these mutations moved over to our Tulip. And while we AFK, this will finish up, and then we should get Tranquil and Corrupt added to it. And this should be the last time we need to AFK, and then we should have everything moved over and applied to our Orange Tulip to have the ultimate orange tulip and grow a garden. So we're gonna go ahead and AFK with these guys and get everything moved over, get that tranquil, corrupt, and aromatic done, and then we should be balling out. All right, so hopefully the final 2 mutations that we need get moved over now. We just need to get Meteoric and Tranquil moved over. Okay, there's Tranquil. Let's see if we get Meteoric. They both did the same exact thing. All right, so all we need to do, though, is get Meteoric moved over, and then our Orange Tulip will literally be maxed out. Now, we did just have an Aurora event, but we did not get Aurora from what it seems like. And earlier, we did have that Acidic Rain event, and we also did not get Acidic on anything. But if we got those 2, this thing would have been, like, pretty much almost perfect and had every single mutation that we could get without admin help. So it's very close, but it is looking good. All we need to do is get this Meteoric moved over, and then we will be done. But the good thing is we did get Celestial actually added onto this, so that is perfect. And we did get Bloodlet on this again. So this will be one of our most mutated plants so far. Although maybe one of the last videos, depending on what's uploaded, since this is pre-recorded, maybe we'll have more mutations than this. But otherwise, this one, pretty nice, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we officially just got Meteoric moved over to our Orange Tulip, and the text is freaking out because there's so many mutations. I don't know if it'll go to a 3rd row. It looks like it just starts expanding the 2nd row. Maybe you're not supposed to have this many mutations, or they don't expect you to, but we be doing it, man. All right, so on this Orange Tulip, we have 31 mutations on it, and if we actually split some of these up like spaghetti, that's 33. Maelstrom would pretty much be 35. Gloom would bring us to about 36. Paradisal 37. Frozen 38. Ceramic would bring us to about 40. Harmonized Chakra about 41. So this thing has about 41 mutations on it split up. It's a pretty OP Orange Tulip. I gotta admit, like, I don't think anyone's ever done this on an Orange Tulip. You probably will never see this again. Anyways, we're not done there. We're gonna try to get the Amber mutation applied with some Raptors. So we're gonna go ahead and use all of our Raptors here to see if we have a chance to get Amber done. I think these are all boosted as well. Yeah, they all have boost besides Gus and Biscuit. Hey, hello, Gus and Biscuit. I'd like to give you a toy. Gus, where's Biscuit? Where's Biscuit? You Biscuit? You're not Biscuit. Just Biscuit. All right, there we go. We're gonna see if we can get 42 mutations on this thing technically by getting Amber on it, and hopefully we can get Amber. And I don't know what to expect for the price of this Orange Tulip, but let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite the Orange Tulip, pick it up. We did not get Amber, surprisingly, even with all of these Raptors boosted. That is kind of crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and pick them up so I can save the boost for the next time we do this. And here is our beautiful Orange Tulip with all of the millions of 41 mutations on it. And we're going to go ahead and check the value of this thing with Steven. So, Steven, what would you value our Orange Tulip at today? This Orange Tulip is literally worth 92 million, which is crazy, as these things literally have an average value of around, I think, 200 shekels, and we got this thing up to 92 million shekels. Is that right? That was 92 million, not 92 billion. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, that's 92 million. All right, so 92 million is actually pretty good for an Orange Tulip, because no one in their right mind would probably ever get this many mutations on an Orange Tulip, but if you do, props to you. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like that's a fair price for an Orange Tulip, 92 million. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this fair? Would you want more for an Orange Tulip, or am I crazy? Also, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.